Hey everybody, Brett here from Metropole, and boy, we're living in really amazing times. There's a hell of a lot of uncertainty out there at the moment. Around the globe and also around the nation at the moment, there's a lot of elections coming up, and that's usually enough to create a level of uncertainty, but we're taking it a lot further. As you're probably aware, there's a huge amount of social unrest and social and political issues happening at the moment. And then there's the big one, the coronavirus, and certainly around the globe there's a lot of huge factors that are happening. Very lucky to be isolated here in Australia, but obviously Melbourne's gone into another lockdown. So huge amount of uncertainty, but despite that there are some investors who luckily enough and are probably very grateful that they still have good incomes, they still have steady, reliable jobs, and they're looking to take advantage of the situation, not the people, but the situation. So my advice for them would be to move forward and provide a level of certainty is to just use your common sense and focus on three things. The first thing I would suggest doing is when you're buying a property, the only part that's going up in value is the land. So look at the land to asset ratio of the particular asset you're looking to invest in. I know here in Brisbane, if we're purchasing a house or 600,000 or 700,000, we're looking to get something around the 70 to 80% of the value of the property is made up of land. Land in areas with short supply, in great locations with high demand, will not go backwards in the next 10 or 20 years. You're not going to go wrong. So buy something with a good land to asset ratio. If it is an apartment or it is a townhouse, that's equally important. If you're buying in a small boutique block of 5 or 6 rather than 300 or 400, it's going to make a huge difference. So make sure that land is your focus. The second thing is only buy in areas where there's a high owner-occupier percentage. Owner-occupiers are long-term thinkers. The market at the moment is being driven by owner-occupiers who are being driven by cheap money and good access to cheap money. There's probably never been a cheaper time to own a property. So buy into the areas that people are thinking longer term for the next 10 to 12 years. If there is another crash in 5 or 10 years, these people will do whatever they can to hold on to this particular property, as we do with our homeowners. We want to keep a roof over our family's head, but investors will do the short-term play. They buy and sell at the market, and that's very dangerous because it creates a lot of volatility. And finally, one of my favourite sayings is don't make long-term decisions based on short-term consequences or the short-term environment or the last 30 seconds of news. So cast your eye over the horizon, 10, 20, 30 years away, your investment horizon, and understand that whatever happens in the next 3 to 6 months, it's going to be unlikely that it's going to affect the property's value or the opportunity in another 10 or 20 years. History would suggest that, and if you're buying with those fundamentals I just mentioned in a well-located area, you're going to do a lot better. So create a level of certainty for yourself, get back to the common sense fundamentals, and you'll do really well. Thanks for watching.